Yo, everybody, what's up? It's Friday night. Oh, the holiday weekend has begun. Oh my goodness, I slept in so much today. It was amazing. I hope everyone else got to sleep in somehow or get some little rest in today. But I hope you're doing good out there today. Oh man, this phone is in my way terribly. Anyway, great to see everybody. I hope everyone's having a great night so far. Will in the house, how you doing, Will? Happy Friday. Mike in the house. What's up, Mike? Neighborhood Dennis. Hello, hello. Mike R. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight, man? Chris Arsenault. What's up, dude? Good to see you tonight. All right. Oh man, look, looks like we're still gonna continue with our slowness. I've turned off all the numbers, man. I turned off the sub counter. I turned off my numbers. I don't know how many people are here. I don't. It's like I'm not even gonna look at it anymore. I'm gonna look at it for a while. Numbers are driving me crazy lately, so I'm just gonna play guitar, and that's it for now. But let's go. We got some warming up to do. That's for sure. Check this one out. All right, we are definitely getting warmed up now. All right, let's see what's next. Oh man, I'm still tired. We had I always get this lunch that just knocked me out for a while. I am like lethargic as heck, but we're gonna make it. I got my Mountain Dew, so it'll wake me up here momentarily. Okay, where we leave off with there, man? All right, Chris. What's up, Hoof? How you doing, buddy? Dude, you're about to watch some fireworks. There you go. Have fun with that. Love to see that. I'm Beyond Swamp. Thank you so much, my man. Judy said she'll be back later if she can. No worries, no worries. Have fun out there. Seung Barry Kuhn, thanks so much for the jewels. Appreciate that. Snack Rap, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, Hoof. I'm Beyond feeling that. Thank you, dude. Sophia Sweeney says, would I like to play some Nightwish? Not really, no. No, not at all. But thanks for stopping by. Maybe someone will like to play Nightwish. Not me, though. Hey, King, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. It's all right, man. I slept in nicely. Steve in the house. What's up, Steve? Jig Fat, thank you so much, buddy. Jeff Hindenburg, appreciate you out there. 808 knows the Raiders. What's up, brother? Aloha, my man. Fred's in the house. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. All right, we'll step it up a notch on this one. I'm starting to feel the blood flowing a little bit. Mountain Dew's kicking in. Let's go with Jam Soundtrack 11. out Soundtrack 11 right there. That is a fun song to play. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you hanging out. We'll kind of slow it down. Let me find this one song. Let me see this is it. All right, this is the cool one. All right, yeah, we got the next tune. We're loaded up. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Truly appreciate it. Where did we leave off around here? Thank you, Sophie. I don't play covers. I do all original stuff. So we thank you for stopping by. Absolutely. This is my username. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Musical Mask, what's up, bro? Good to see you tonight. I've been doing pretty okay, man. Algorithm got me in the headlight lately, but man, you know how I do. But I appreciate seeing you, man. Hope you're doing great out there. Hoof, no, we got some pyrotechnics happening. That's right. Thank you, George. Gregory in the house. How you doing, Greg? Starter says, hit that sub and like, y'all. Total Hair says, how can you do that? I have a lot of practice, a lot of lessons, a lot of college. A lot of those things put together help out, buddy. I appreciate you. Gary Lanton, thank you so much, dude. Moondog Johnny, how you been, bro? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing okay out here. Martina Sapia from Argentina. Bienvenidos. Good to see you. Thank you, Hoof. Thank you, Steve. Benji back in the house. How you doing, Benji? All the way down from New Zealand. Great to see you again, man. Luna Games. How you doing? Also, need to get one of the contraptions that you see in the past. Spark shoot out of top. Yeah, true that. I think Ace Frehley had one of those at least. And his burning pickups. Ricky Evans, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Jeep's ready for some 627. I'll throw that down. You know we're going to throw that down. That's the new song of the week, so we'll be playing that for sure. I got to clear this off. We got that one for sure. I haven't even written a set list, so we're just going to go through some stuff, but I will definitely, that's definitely on my list. Man. Benji says check out Llewellyn guitars for freaking amazing. I'll check that out. That's pretty cool, man. No problem, Mike. We shall be here for a little while at least till 11. All right. Donald James, what's up, buddy? Good to see you today. So what's this? All right, 0706. This old one. This is like 2 years old. Actually, I wrote this, almost 2 years to the date. 07/06/24. So in 3 days from now, I wrote this song right here. So check it out. that's a 2-year-old song called 0706. That's a crazy jam. But I think we're warmed up enough now. We can start getting some wild stuff for sure. Well, let's read the comments here. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I truly do. It's Friday night. We're on the eve of the 250th birthday of our country. Amazing down here. TRP, our trap shooter, man. What's up from Vegas? Good to see you out there, buddy. Sophia said you are awesome. I enjoy listening. Not active in chat, but here. Oh, thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that very, very much. King Ray asked you, I could have been a dreamer. No, I never tried. I never learned nothing off that Dream Eve album. It's a good album though. I think my favorite song is that Overlove. It starts out like a real Richie Blackmore style, a clean intro. That thing's cool, man. Will knows. So I've been like, thank you, Sophia. Gregory, thanks for the super chat, my friend. Richard Pachente from LA, man. What's up, bud? Good to see you tonight. Karmic, how you doing, Karmic? Osman, what's up, bro? Good to see you. I'm having a good day, thank you. Trade Brigade, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again, man. Hope you're having a great night tonight. Big Wave Boogie, what's up, bud? Good to see you there. Hi, HII, that is. Hey, what's up? Richard said, if you could bottle emotions, your guitar would be the dispenser. I know, right? It pretty much is. Thank you, Will. Gary, he said, we can play some slow. I sure can, buddy. Why not? Why not? Guitar Gray River, thank you so much. He said he thought Slash was good. I know, right? I appreciate that very much. Michael Finan, man, so I was watching some rock app that came up on my phone a while back, and they had you ranked as the 17th best shredder of all time. Wow. I don't. That sounds cool to me, man. I don't. The only thing I know a list like that I know of was I was like number 52 on the top 100 Christian guitar players of all time, which is pretty cool. But that's cool, man. I mean, if anyone out there thinks I'm up in that ranking up somewhere, that's amazing. I'm totally flattered by that and truly appreciate it. But I never look too much for the stuff like that. But man, that's really cool, Michael. Thanks for letting me know that. Rick said this dude's like peanut butter. If you don't like him, it's because you got denture. That's true. Bunker Gear, man. What's up from Ohio? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Who says 17? Come on now. That's right. Juan, what's up, buddy? All right, we'll see. All right, let's play some blues. Why not? We have not played the Sandwich Blues in a long time, so let's play that. That's a fun one to play. All right, bluesing it up, man. I haven't played some blues in a little bit. Let's go. that's that sandwich blues right there. That's a fun one. That was written on January 11th, 2025. Incredible. But I hope you enjoyed it out there. I haven't played that in a minute for sure. Oh, man, that's a cool jam. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. We truly appreciate it. Where we leave off, Richard says, Juan says top 3 for sure. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Little Carmine, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you again tonight. Hoof's like, all right now, womp chicka womp. Thank you, Hoof. Osman, thank you. Gary Lantana says, that's some awesome. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Steve's feeling that. Hoof's like, whoa. Juan said, Randy Rhodes, Stevie Ron, and Rick. Now, there you go, man. That's a group. Thank you, bro. Hoof said, don't get no better than Rick letting it flow. That's right, man. And that one's wide open. Carmen said, we sure got the blues tonight. You know that's right, brother. Stardust says, join sub and like you all. Dread Metal, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm doing great, man. He said 3-day weekend. Absolutely, man. Starting off with a good bang. This one. Slept in nice and late tonight. That was good. Thanks, Hoof. Jeep, Steve, thank you, bro. Who said his jaw's on the floor now? Thank you, buddy. Dima Maori, how you doing? He said, nice to see you. How do you love the message on the Empire? Oh, those guys, those people, I don't know what those people are thinking. Good to see you, Spasha Bao. Michael Joe Deal, thank you so much, buddy. Who's getting goosies on that one, man? Osman, thank you, buddy. We also love Rick's Blues. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve. Who said that's a sandwich? Yeah, that's right. That one's called the Sandwich Blues. We got another one called the Cupcake Blues, which is a classic as well. Little Carmine, it's 9:31 Eastern time right now. Norma Smith, hello and thank you so much. What else are we going to do? I'm trying to do some Victorious songs. We haven't played Victory in a while. Why not? This is a nice little song. I can't remember how it goes. Let's see if I remember how this goes. This one called Victory, yo. Check it out. Victory. That's one's called Victory right there. That's an older song. That's actually a really old song that I recut some time ago. Kind of brought it back to life. But man, that's a cool one, man. It's a very patriotic, if you will, if you ask me. But hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see what we got next here. I'm gonna do 1220. I haven't done 1220 in a while. I'll play that one next. We got a whole bunch of songs coming tonight, so we also got the new song of the week with the request of Steve. So you know how we doing. Chris Arsenault, thank you so much, buddy. Bunker Gear said, "What's best to learn with, electric or acoustic?" It just depends on you or the person learning. It's going to be a lot easier to learn on an electric because the strings are closer to the fretboard. The strings are probably lighter. It won't do too much pressure for your hand to deal with. With that being said, if you can learn on an acoustic first for like a good year, transitioning to electric is going to be really crazy because it's going to be so much easier to play. Because your hands will be used to playing on this acoustic and pressing down hard and heavier strings and stuff. So, but it really just depends on how hard you want to make your life. You know, if you want to make it a little easier, start with electric. If you want a little bit of a challenge, a hard level, get the acoustic and work with that for a good year, and then switch to electric. And you'd be surprised where you're at. Richard said, "I'm not sure how to respond. The eyes are closed still, and I'm feeling better." There you go, buddy. Little Carmen says 2:32. Yeah, you say you were in Scotland or something. That's like 6 hours ahead, yeah? 5 or 6. King Rand said, besides Priest and Maiden's guitar duos, who is your other 3 favorite guitar duos? It's a good question, man. I mean, Halloween probably they had a great duo for wow, duos. I have to think about that. I'm trying to think of bands that had 2 guitar players all the time. And you took Priest and Maiden out of it. Those are my 2 favorites. Halloween for sure. Primal Fear is another one. Primal Fears always have a really nice two guitar band. I have to think of a 4th one. Nussy, he thinks A7X, Dragon Force 7. Those are some great, yeah. Yeah, there's some great dual guitar bands right there too, yeah. Coov Buff's a nut. He says, "Dude, no way. No way what? I'm doing this in real time. How's it no way?" I don't know, man. It's AI, actually. I hope you enjoy it. If you like AI, stick around. Carmen said, "It's always nice a surprise to hear one of your songs I haven't heard before. Victor has encouraged me." Thank you, buddy, yeah. I try and break out a bunch of these old ones, man. Will say, "A cat's laying on her back, all 4 legs there." She's a fan. There you go, Will. Kuba said, "Obviously the technique's insane, but the writing pops very soon." Well, thanks very much, man. We're cut from the same cloth. We learn from a lot of the same sources. On top of that, I'm 10 years older than Sinister Gates and actually hit the scene long before Sinister Gates even started. But he just became a lot more famous than me, buddy. But I appreciate that, man. A lot of us studied from the same pool of guitarists and things like that, which is cool. Norma, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Ricky's feeling it oh, man, there you go, Ricky. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Richard, no problem, brother. Have a great July 4th, man. Take care, man. Who said he missed Victory? Oh, man. Kubuffs, he's been playing for 30 years. He's not sure if you inspired me to go pick mine up and put it down. The former's the best, buddy. Yeah, I try and inspire anybody, but also, people that say they want to quit. I mean, it really comes down to, are you having fun? Do you just have fun playing guitar? Because that's all I'm doing. I'm having fun playing guitar. I've been doing this for 30 years as well, but I've also went to college. I took lessons for 2 years, went to college for 2 years, joined a well-named singer, and went on tours and did albums and all this stuff. I really push hard. Everyone's journey is different, that's for sure. But guitar playing is all about having fun. I wish I could have told myself that many years and years ago. But you got to have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, then for sure. There's a couple times I didn't have fun doing it in my life. I quit as well. Quit for 5 years, 2 times in my life because I wasn't having fun with it anymore. But now I'm back and I'm having fun again. Until I'm not, I guess. We'll see. Nowadays, those guys from Blind Guardian, yeah, that's a great hookup too, man. King Diamond, yeah, you're right. It's a good one because they switched a lot. But yeah, Andy LaRocque is always like the pinnacle of the guitar players in that band. But right now they do have Mike Weed, who is also equally amazing. If you don't know who Mike Weed is, man, he's a super sick player. Pearl Tier says, I'm Bryce Hall. Who's Bryce Hall? My name's Rick Renstrom. How would I be Bryce Hall if my name's Rick Renstrom? That doesn't make any sense at all, Pearl Tears. Anyway, Astro, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Okay. He said he meant that tongue, which it seems to be the case a lot, Kuba. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, you know. It's one of those things, man, you know. I take everything literally because all I'm seeing is a text. And to be honest, we see that all the time. We see that I quit or I got no excuse, I'm going to quit, you know, this stuff. I'm going to throw my guitar out the window, I'm going to burn it to death, you know. We see this day in and day out. And I have to take it literally, you know, because I'm not here to make anyone quit. I'm just an old man having fun, you know, doing my thing. And if people like it, cool. If they don't, that's cool too. But you know, but I take it literally because I want people to be inspired no matter what they do. I want people to work hard at what they do if that's what they want to do, you know. But nowadays, people don't have time to work hard, sadly. So hard. Somatic Soul, thanks, bud. Appreciate that. There you go. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, the Abigail A-Days. It's probably one of the best duos there. Andy and Michael. Yeah, that's amazing right there. That's a good one. Pete Black's an interesting character. He's a great player, but man, he's an interesting dude. Unfortunately, I know him personally, and I know how interesting he is. So, yeah, I don't know. Dude, he just knows everything. That's Pete Black in a nutshell. He knows everything, and you don't know who she is. Who says getting better definitely makes it easier and fun? That's true, man. Yeah, you know, it's a long journey. Guitar is, and not everyone's gonna turn into a big rock star or something like that. You know, I was very lucky, but I worked very hard, and I put myself in positions to put myself out there, and people know who I was. You know, and get noticed and things like that. And luckily, found a break. You know, got my foot in the door, and that was it. Anthony says, can you do pinch harmonics? I don't know if I can. I don't know. You tell me by the way things sound good? And Anya K, hello. Thank you so much. Carmic's thinking of investing in a new Jackson. Maybe those are nice, man. The new Jacksons are really nice. I saw one the other day, man. It's Brendan Ellis has got a new gold 7-string Kelly. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that style, that shape of guitar or whatever, but man, it looks sick. And of course, Brendan Ellis makes it look easy when Brendan Ellis plays guitar with me. He makes that thing work. But yeah, a lot of the new ones are really, really nice. Anthony said it took him 10 years to get a pinch harmonic, and it muted. It's tough. It's not tough. I think most people don't understand is that this area right here, from the end of the fretboard to your bridge is like an invisible fretboard, and all you're doing is looking for the thirds, the fifths, the sevenths, the ninths, the octave, and that's and of course you have to. It takes a little bit to get to the point where you can hit the string and it hits your skin of your finger just like that, That's probably the hardest part, but people don't understand that this is like an invisible fretboard and all these are the octaves of the potential notes you're playing. I think, once people know that, then they can find the note easier, You can kind of look and see. Carter said he's not a great fan of the shape himself, but yeah, I know, it looks amazing. But yeah, I like the Strat shapes. That's been my favorite for my whole life. I've tried all kinds of shapes. I've had friends that have all kinds of weird guitars and weird shaped guitars, this and that, but it's always been the Strat shape for me. It's just something about it, your body kind of adjusts to that vibe. So people that play Flying V's or Warlocks or funky shaped guitars like that, man, they've played them for so long that it's just part of their body at that rate. All right, let's hit this next tune. It's called 12. Whoa, that could have been dangerous. 1220, let's go. S1220 right there. That is a cool. That's a cool one there. That's very take it back in time to the ancient Egyptian days and all that kind of stuff. That's a fun one though. What else we got? It's a 951. I got one more I wanted to play. I like playing. I can't remember which one it is though. Let's see what it is. This one? That ain't it. That ain't it. All right, we'll do this one, then we'll start doing some other crazy stuff. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I truly appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night out there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this show. All right, where do we leave off right there? Unknown man, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Kuba says, can you tell us about a writing process? So, I basically write in a mixture of like, a typical metal or rock setup, verse, chorus, pre-chorus, bridge, stuff like that. But I add a lot of classical composition to it as well. So it can change from time to time. But when I write a song, it really just starts with one thing, either one little melody or one riff. And it all depends if I just, start writing with a guitar or I start writing with a keyboard. Because sometimes those come up with a real nice chord progression. Or the new song of the week that we'll be playing just in a few moments, or after this one actually. I just started with one riff, and it was actually like the pre-chorus riff. And I wrote around that. So it really just goes from song to song. No song is written the same for me, that's for sure. And I don't think anyone writes a song the same, or maybe they do. But it really just comes up with one idea. All I need is one little idea, and I can go from there. There you go, stars. Steve talking about Throne, Shadows, Chaotic, Freeze. Well, we'll do Freeze and Speeder on that list. How about that? We'll add those to the list. All right, Freeze, Speeder. We'll add those to Steve's list. We actually did Throne the other night, and Chaotic Calm the other night too. We might do it tomorrow. I don't like to try and do too many songs in a row on the same day. But well, for sure, I got you covered on a few of those, buddy. Factor, how you doing out there? Karmic, thank you, bro. Hoofs, thank you so much. Thanks, Gumball. Kuba said you need a rig rundown. Sure, easy stuff, man. It's very simple. So yeah, right. I'm just plugged in. Obviously, the guitar is plugged into an interface. I particularly use the Blackline Audio Revolution 2x2, but anyone will do, really. From there, I'm using Amplitude 5 is a plugin. It's all I use. Very simple, but it's simple, but it's very complicated on top of everything. Anywho, this is a model of basically Jimi Hendrix's JMT 45 Marshall Plexi head. And from there, I'm just using kind of like an old Yngwie style setup where you're just using an EQ, and I scoop the mids. This is just a gate, nothing crazy. And then this is an MXR Distortion Plus, essentially. It's a model of that. And I cranked that to 10, really. And then I just use these Marshall JCM 800 style 1960 lead cabinets. Is what I use in the real world as well. But they got the GT 75 12C cabinets. And that, my friend, is it. It's an extremely simple setup. I think the Amplitude itself is probably one of the best out there. But there's others too. But for the tone I get, I've been using that same tone for years now. It literally took me 10 minutes after I downloaded this and installed it and started running it. 10 minutes, I had the tone that you hear now. Anyway, Koof, thank you, buddy. Will, appreciate you. Darren, he says amazing. You definitely give. Oh, I love Yngwie, bro. Yeah, Yngwie's my favorite. I grew up. If it wasn't for Yngwie, honestly, I probably wouldn't even play guitar. I mean, I probably have played it, but I wouldn't have done anything with it. It was Yngwie. Me seeing Yngwie when I was 14 years old and going, I want to be like that. I want to play like that. So it took a lot of work, but we got there for sure. Jim D'Artuzos, man, thank you so much, buddy. Mike's back. Erica, good to see you tonight. Norma, thank you. Who said crowd goes wild? Thank you, Jim. Jim, Phrygian Dominator. I know, right? Let's see. Pete, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Donald, yeah, how's it going? Requiem. Here you go, Donald. I'll throw that on the list too, man. I haven't played that in a while, so I've actually been looking at that, but I'll write that down for you, bud. That is always an amazing song to play. I'll take that request for sure. Or Kuba say thanks for that. He has Amplitude 5, but hardly open it. He's got the Neural DSP. Yeah. Make sure it's Amplitude 5 Max version 2, the most current one. That's what I've been using. I got lucky, you know. I got it for like pretty cheap because I had a previous license or whatever. So, but I'm also an affiliate with IK Multimedia that makes that plugin. So they usually have sales quite often. Juan said, "You like to see me?" Maybe I don't. I can't. I don't have the setup right now to do it. My keyboard's over there. It's not even plugged in. But there was a couple. I don't know, a month or two ago. I broke it out and started playing on it just for fun. Astro. I don't know the whole thing. I know it's like a. I remember, man. It's like. We used to play a song called Sacrifice. It was like the opening track of that Second Heat album. That's the only one I ever played. Who I'm in my house, essentially, yeah. Karmic wants Spitfire. Okay, man. Yeah, sounds good too, man. I kind of was eyeballing that one too. All right, Spitfire. Maybe I should make a background with like a dragon spitting fire somehow. It would be hard to make. Jack Crow talking about body count in the house. Yeah, body count in the... I doubt it, no. That's not the stuff we play here, Jack, but you're more than welcome to swipe away and see if anyone plays it. I hope you do. I really hope you find it, man. You too, Jamie. I don't play Sepultura, but if you can find someone doing it, I hope you do, man. I hope you really do. Thanks for stopping by, both of you. Appreciate you. Jeep guy knows Electric Eye, man. That's the cut right there, man. I'm not gonna play it again. I got to learn the solo, honestly. I've done it twice, and I cannot remember the solo for the life of me. I need to sit down and listen to that solo again. Cause I don't know what's going on. It doesn't. I think it changes keys, but I can't remember. Well, I'll play it again soon. I've got to sit down and listen to that solo, man. All right, this one's called 0404, and then we'll move on with the new song of the week and all our requests that we have. So let's go. that? It's called 0404. I like that song. I like the changes in it. I think it's really cool. All right, new song of the week coming right up. Whoopsie. All right, new song coming up after this, and then we're going to move along. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Truly appreciate it. Where we go? King said, you know, I play Heads Are Gonna Roll. That I do know. Some heads are gonna roll. Jamie, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. That's my Judas Priest is my favorite band for sure. There's no doubt. Another thing can come, but we do have that actually. I don't know. Oh, maybe I could play it. Who says Fire Spit and Dragon? There you go. Carmick said Never Satisfied by Priest. That's a great tune actually. Yeah. Underappreciated, I think, in a lot of ways. Thank you, Stinger. Appreciate that, man. Who says backdrop idea? The Tower of Stone with the wizard on top preparing. There you go. That could be something. Carter said some flying dragons spitting fire would be cool. Ah, yeah, the dragon ones got my attention for sure. Thinking about that. I'll have to mess with it. Thanks, Hoove. Will knows it's a July 4th. We gotta kick the dust off of the Priest. United, united, united we stand. That's a great one there. Who said that's 0404? Enough smoker. Oh yeah, buddy. John said that sounds like a good 4th of July song. Indeed. Stinger says, do you have a favorite movie soundtrack? One I like is from Rockstar. That's a great one, yeah. Give me blood pollution. Or the stand up and shine. Some great. It's a great. It's a terrible yet great movie. I'll tell you what. There are some good tunes on it. They had a monster band like that record all that stuff. And I think a couple different singers. Jeff Scott Soto sang on some stuff. The guy from Steelheart sang on some stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much Zach Wild played guitar. Jeff Pilson did all the bass. Jason Bond did the drums. Yeah, that's a pretty smoking record there. Soundtrack for me, I don't know. I have to think about that. I mean, I like John Williams stuff. You know, I like classical stuff. You know, Superman 2 got an incredible soundtrack. You know, it's just like Empire Strikes Back is probably one of my favorites. You know, but I like the more classical, you know, stuff like that. John Williams is the man. John Williams is probably the greatest classical, you know, soundtrack composer of all, man, for sure. Thanks, Cooler, man. What's up, buddy? Dan from the Philippines, how you doing? He said, we watch you all the time. I love to hear that, my man. Thank you so much. Mayo Martyr, how you doing? Good to see you. There you go, Dutchie. Hey, Stinger, there you go. I know, Marky Mark. But it's funny because, yeah, the movie is loosely based off Tim Owens. Tim, a.k.a. Tim Ripper Owens, in a lot of ways. You know, Steel Dragon is supposed to be Judas Priest. You know, it was supposed to be that. So, and I know Tim personally, and it's not totally how they definitely made it very Hollywood. And Tim didn't quit his band or anything and take his microphone back or whatever, you know. There's a lot of Hollywood in that movie, but loosely based for sure. Ricky, how about this one? You like that That's a good one right there. Old classic. Falling from Grace, man, in the house, and thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that out there. Like I said, would you like to play the national anthem classical? I don't have it set up for a classical. I mean, I have I made a classical orchestration of it, and we'll be playing that tomorrow. The very first thing we do when the stream starts is the national anthem for July 4th for sure. But I play the electric guitar on it, but it's a classical orchestration underneath. That's what I prefer the most. All right, real quick, we're gonna crank out that Judas. There's some Judas Priest. This is for all the enemies of the United States, man. This one right here. Don't be our enemy. Be our friend. Or you got another thing coming. There you go. That's what's up right there. That's old classic for sure. All right, new song of the week coming up. Let's put that back together. All right, man. All right. I'm still working. I got a 2 minutes to midnight solo. I got it all mostly fleshed out. I just gotta mix it and stuff. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to play the 2 minutes to midnight solo again for a while. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. Real quick. There you go. There you go, Will. Fast Rick up in here. There you go, Osmond. You know, lit it up. Thanks, Fawn. Dutchy's ready for that. There you go. Thanks, Stinger. Karmic, Dutchy, Juji, and backing out. So there you go. What's going on? Thank you so much. Will, thank you. Downside, I don't know the solo. Well, I don't know what key it's in. The solo is F sharp. At least another thing coming, so it's F sharp. F sharp. All right, new song of the week. I don't even remember what I was doing in this. Why would I write SH? Uh-oh, I missed the number there. What key was that? Oh, shoot, man. Okay, I know what it is. All right, my bad. I go into harmonic minor on the first part of the solo. Anyway, this is the new song of the week right here. Went through a couple bit of iterations in the beginning, but we got it nailed down now. Let's check it out. that's that new song of the week right there. Oh, that's a cool one. It's getting better. Every time I play it, I'm getting more ideas flowing with it. So, man, thanks everyone for checking that out right there. We should move on to Speeder next. Hit our request. We got a good 40 minutes to go still, so that's good. Speeder, man, where's Speeder at? Okay, Speeder's right here. Yo, stand by. We got some cranking tunes coming up. Speeder is locked and loaded. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. We do appreciate it. Where we leave off with there? Okay. Vaughn said, you're too fast for leather pants. True that, man. Carvan, thank you, buddy. Astro, man, there you go, bro. Judas Priest rocks. Don said F sharp pentatonic. It'd just be F sharp. You could do F sharp pentatonic, sir. But there's some. He does throw some Aeolian mode in there, or typical notes, but nothing too bad. Carling says the song Cavatina. Yeah, that's a very nice one, man. I didn't know. That's a different John Williams though. There's two John Williams in the world. That's the classical guitar playing John Williams. His name's John Williams too. But yeah, he plays the Cavatina is the classical guitar John Williams, who is it's a smoking cool song too. That's a very nice piece right there. Raz, what's up, bro? Man, long time no see, brother. Hope you're doing all right. And, good to see you tonight too, because next week I'll be on in the afternoons, bro. So it'll be around 9 or 10 o'clock your time. So it'll be a little earlier next week. But it's good to see you, bro. Don't say, there goes those crash. You know I love those, man. Noob's got some mango jalapeno lemonade. Jalapeno lemonade. Wow. I don't mind the mango part, but the jalapeno, and I don't know about that. Absolutely, Raz. Sam saying thanks, brother. Isaiah says, yo, Rick Bucket has a new song. It's amazing. Oh, cool, man. You have to go check it out. I haven't seen it pop up on my timeline. But yeah, man. Bucket always come up with some crazy stuff, man. Who said almost as high as Renster made? There you go, man. Also curious why we both agree that Maiden has been on a downhill slope for many years. To count out, what do you think of Bruce penned Empire of the Clouds and Book of Souls? I thought it pretty good, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think Bruce had a far better solo career during a lot of those years, but it comes down to Steve Harris, and nothing against Steve Harris. He wrote some amazing tunes, but he's run out of ideas, you know. A lot of his stuff just becomes the same, and that kind of upset, because it's basically his band, you know. He is like the main dude of that band still. But it kind of threw. Adrian didn't like it anymore. Bruce didn't like it, but they both went off and did their own thing because they wanted to do their own. They wanted a different sound. They were tired of the same stuff that Steve was writing. But that's not bad though, man. I like the last Bruce Dickinson. That Mandrake project is good, man. It's really good. If you haven't checked out the Mandrake project from Bruce Dickinson, it's pretty sick. There's also a great friend of mine playing keyboards on it, which is awesome too. Rodrigo's, man, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. There you go, Dutchie. Isaiah said, by the way, I power slam like that, but there you go, buddy. We love it if you do that. Misty, how you doing? Good to see you today. Hope you're doing well out there. Uh-oh, no more membership. Maybe you got to be sticking around. Hopefully you get another gift. That'd be awesome. Yeah, man. I don't think I stepped foot outside at all today. I woke up and sat on the couch and ordered food, and I was like, I ain't going outside. What's up, Musical Mask? Good to see you back again. That shit, well, the air froze when so we wore without air. Almost basically 2 days we were dripping. I don't know. It's no good out there. There you go, Juji. Thanks, Hoof. Oh, air. Yeah, you got to have air. Oh. Yeah, every time there's like a monster hurricane, where we live, that power goes out for at least minimum 2 days. And it's like, oh, so bad. Mass was on a trip. He just got back. He should be on tomorrow. Okay, cool, bro. That's what's up. Don said bro was on fire last night. Yeah, he did really well with that, right? He's getting it together, you know. I think the more time he has to practice, you know, they're busy. The family's very busy. And he gets as much time as he can in. But if he could get that much more in, man, he's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be crazy. He's getting there, man. I've been giving him a lot of stuff to work on. But I think he's almost on. He was almost to that breakthrough point. He hits that breakthrough, and Brody will be the super shredder. You watch out. But he's got to put the time in. You know, I tell everyone that, and unfortunately, everyone's lives are so busy. Don't have that time. You know, 6 to 8 hours a day is. If you can do it, you got to do it. You know, at least 2 to 3, 4 at least to really get going. But he's getting there. There you go. There you go. I'm doing good, Misty. How you been doing? I got to look at your Instagram post or your message. I've been trying to stay away from all this stuff. I've been like disappearing off social media. I got to get back on. Ricky said, "Bro, taking folks on journeys." There you go. You know, y'all owe me some air miles. I like that. Somebody had content. Thanks for those jewels, bro. Will said Bruce Solo stuff is really, yeah, man. The first one he did, that Balls to Picasso, is amazing. An amazing one. Thanks, Rick. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Just talking about that. Is that? I don't know. I only know that one. It's like. Bad of the bone. That's all I know. I never got into George Thorogood. The first couple of times I saw it, I was like, that's cool. But then after that, I was like, please play the next video. I don't want to hear this song again. All right, speeder it is, y'all. Let's go. Crank it up, strap in, buckle up, whatever you got to do. All right. That was Speeder right there, yo. What's next on this? So we got Freeze. All right, we'll do Freeze next. Let's see. Freeze, I got it. All right, Freeze coming up. It's getting hot out there, so we need to get a little Freeze on for sure. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out, man. I really do. Where we leave off with? There you go. Russell knew he plays Shut Up and Play. That's how we do, man. That's how we do. Carmick said he liked a lot of early Maiden stuff, but it's too repetitive now. Yeah, I mean, this is the reason I really stopped listening to Iron Maiden. Realistically, after Somewhere in Time, I got into the Seven Son of a Seven Son album a little bit. Well, that was it. That was it, because it was all like this. It wasn't that, it was this. It was like this. It's all the same stuff, sadly. Hence, I moved on. But the stuff that I remember and listened to and loved, then that's still the best stuff right there. Isaiah says, can you play something you haven't played in a while? Yeah, we actually have something. It's coming up probably after this one, called Requiem for the Lost coming up. So yeah, you got it, buddy. There you go, Steve. Juji's feeling that race start. I said, sub, join like y'all. Hoof has pedal to the metal. That's how you do it. Thank you, Will. Isaiah. Well, there you go. Dutchy's feeling that. Misty feels the fire of that. Thank you, Misty. Norma, thank you so much. Thank you, Dutchy. Isaiah says you're amazing. Every time I catch you, I'm blown away. Thank you so much, buddy. Misty says she's not ready for tomorrow. You going to a party? What's going on tomorrow? I don't even know. Well, we won't be doing anything. We'll be chilling out again. We'll probably go out a little bit, get some stuff, but we're going to be streaming here tomorrow night. I'm sure there'll be firecrackers all over the place, which is terrible, but that's... I'm not into firecrackers no more. I was when I was younger. Watch Gardens Music, thank you so much, dude. Joseph Zanotti, thank you out there, man. Mike says he's back again. Hopefully I get food this time. Oh, no, man. I think I missed the... Did you order? You say you ordered something, it didn't show up? Or I kind of caught something there. Fallon's talking about Halloweener. There you go, man. Missy said she had some tortilla soup with lots of hot sauce. Dang. I don't think I ever had tortilla soup before. Oh, I guess it has like the crunchy kind or the soft kind. Paul Ledger, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So you are a firecracker. Nice. I'll tell you, when I was younger, we used to be crazy because we lived on closer to Daytona. You could go to Daytona Beach and there's a place called like Fireworks Warehouse, and you could buy like all the stuff, like the craziest firecrackers you can imagine. But I was into bottle rockets. Bottle rockets are my favorite thing. I love bottle rockets. All right, what we got here? We got a freeze up in here, so it's been hot out, everybody. You know how it be. Let's get frozen. Cool it off with a little freeze. Let's do it. right, that was Freeze right there. That is a cool tune. I really enjoy that one. And that all started with one little melody, just a tiny little melody, and we can Freeze was born. Very cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the show. Next up, Requiem for the Lost coming up here. Donald said we should play this one. I agree. All right, we got that covered. Thanks everyone once again for hanging out. We appreciate you out there. All right, where we leave off with? Isaiah said those firecrackers going off at the storm. I know. It's supposed to rain here in this area tomorrow, so that might thwart some of the whatever the rogue firecrackers. I mean, if you're gonna have like they have something at the park, that's cool. That's legally done and supervised. But then you got some A-hats around here be popping off all kinds of stuff. I'm like, you're gonna burn something down. Either gonna lose some digits or you're gonna burn something down probably because you're dumb. Anyway, Fallon says the collaboration with the female singer was sick. That was rad to do a stream with her. Oh, that would be rad to do a stream with her. Oh, no, yeah, cool, man. Thanks, So, Chastain, I grew up listening to Chastain, one of my favorite, Ohio guitar players, essentially. And I've always loved the song, The Wicked Are Restless. It's a really cool song, and always been one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. And I've always wanted to do a cover of it, a tribute of it, or whatever you want to call it. So I did that. I was looking for, there was another singer I was looking for, and I couldn't remember her name. And unfortunately, after I was all done, I remembered her name. Her name is Melanie Hess. And she can sing just like that. But I was just kind of searching around, and I found Susie. Susie's from Mexico, the singer on that song. And I found her. I found her on YouTube, and I was like, and I think I found her on Facebook, and sent her a message like, "Yo, I need you to sing this tune," because she did another Chastain cover, and she was totally down for it. Very cool. So yeah, it was a costly collaboration. I paid for everything, of course, but that's why I really don't do collaborations anymore, because it costs me a lot of money. But I think the drummer he gave me some tracks that were like almost unusable, but with the power magic of AI and things like that, I was able to kind of split all his parts, split all his drums apart, and then use triggers and stuff. But that cost me a couple bucks. But it came out, in the end, it came out wonderful. I was really happy with it. But no, I don't think she live streams. Well, she's actually come into the live stream here a couple of times just to hang out. But I haven't seen her in a while. There you go, who frees us from the heat wave, that's right. Oh, so Mike got some Wendy's. Oh man, we almost got Wendy's today. They were having a BOGO, but we ended up getting KFC. I haven't had KFC in a while, and surprisingly, it was everything was perfect. I was like, usually they mess something up, but they got it nailed down this time finally. Paul Easter, thank you so much. Karma was freezing on now, and that's right. Eric, how you doing, bro? Yeah, good to see you, man. Mike said they were in there for the biggie bag drink. I'm too easy. Here you go. They got some crazy new Minions one, like some banana looking frosty. I was kind of thinking, man, I'm kind of interested in that. Isaiah said the shred machine. There you go, brother. Mike, you hadn't had a frosty? It's been a while. We usually get other stuff, but if I go to Wendy's, I think we got some Frosties a couple months ago. We were like right around the corner from it. Like, let's get some Wendy's. Polly just said fireworks are made in China. That's true, most likely. They don't make them around here. But I'll tell you what, you go to a fireworks warehouse in Daytona Beach, and it's like a Walmart of fireworks in there. Dutchy, there you go. Brad HSS, thanks, buddy. Who said gotta be 15 years since he had a Frosty. Tomorrow I'll break it down with the biggest one you got. Nice, dude. They're still pretty good. I mean, it's probably the best, one of the best things they make, easily. My chat went wild, and thanks for all the messages in the chat. I appreciate it. Isaiah said, "This is the music of the Doom Goddess." There you go. There you go. Michael Baldwin, appreciate that very much. Thank you, man. Will says, I think most, if not all, I would believe so. Yeah. I don't think there's any American fireworks maker. Most places they're illegal to use, and you either have to have a permit or something like that. are being some of the business for that. I don't know. They usually sell some some cheap ones at the roadside place, but they're not really they only pop off nothing crazy. There you go, Fallen. Dutchie was mesmerized and hypnotized. That's how you do it. Juji had 2 ice creams today: frozen Snicker bar and blueberry cheesecake. Those sound delicious. We need to get to Cold Stone again. We've been talking about Cold Stone. Maybe we'll try and sit there Sunday. I don't know. Think about it. Paulie said they need some European fireworks. There you go. Who said Mr. Mesmer improved that one? There you go. Isaiah, thank you, dude. Paul Leisure thinks they're made in Belgium or something. That's possible, yeah. Very possible. Gregory, thank you so much. Thank you, Juji. Fawn said he saw a golden retriever get his, yikes, man. That's not good, man. Yeah, people do some dumb stuff with fireworks, man. That's the problem. Idiots. Who said you gotta get some ice cube chocolates? I never had that before. That sounds wild. Isaiah said you knew a girl named Amanda has in. I'm not sure Melanie's from, I think she's from Brazil or something. I can't remember, but yeah, if you look up Melanie Hess, she actually does a cover on YouTube of Child in Time. It's pretty amazing. She's got a real tough voice. Really good. Juji got the ice creams. There you go. Polly said, sounds like the regular Jumeirah. Oh, there you go. Fallen talking about chocolate. You know what I want? I want strawberry banana. Checkers is the only place around that will mix their strawberry and their banana milkshakes together. It's delicious. When I was a kid, man, they had Burger King had this banana or strawberry banana milkshake. It was like one of the best things I ever had in my life. I don't know why they got rid of it. Hey, Corey, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great day, man. Actually, they're going to do some fireworks at the lake. There you go. Yeah, as long as you're away from, like, society, because, man, you never know. Donald loved the cheesecake. You got Cheesecake Factory up in, where you at, Donald? Because that's the place. Hey, there you go, Cody. He knows what's up. Full shredder. Absolutely, buddy. Dutch is eating ice cream right now with a waffle and whipped cream. Dang. That sounds actually pretty yummy. Isaiah's up in Ohio. There you go, buddy. That's where I grew up, man. Paulie said, get you a sweet Jumex. Interesting. Check that out. W. Hart, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Following like that butterscotch with bananas at Foster. Oh, yeah. I heard that's pretty good. I don't like bananas. I mean, I can eat a banana, but I like banana flavoring for sure. Big fan of that. All right, we're going to slow things down just a touch, not really. But this song's a pretty emotional piece. If you lost someone in your life or lost something in your life, this is the song for you because this is the requiem for the lost. Let's get it. Requiem for the Lost right there. Man, what a tune that is. That's a lot. That's a crazy. That's like the orchestration would just be insane. Like if I could play that live with an orchestra, my goodness, that would be something wild right there. But I hope you enjoyed it. That's a old classic song right there. I think I started writing that when I got a whole new set of like orchestration software and stuff, and I was messing with it and came up with that. So that's that song's got a special meaning to it. A lot of emotion goes into that tune for sure. So I hope you enjoyed it out there. All right, a lot of comments. Let's see what we got. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight on a Friday. Where we go? All right, she said Corey loved cheesecake too. His wife makes a killer cheesecake. Man, that's what's up. Man. We think I don't think we get cheesecakes around here. If we go to get cheesecake, we go to that Cheesecake Factory. There's one not too far away from here. It's expensive a little bit, but dang, that stuff is good. You can't eat a whole piece of cheesecake from there in one sitting. If you do, you're probably gonna fall over from a sugar rush. But we used to get like, chocolate pies and stuff like that. These Edwards chocolate pies and stuff like that. Those are really good. Don said, you get down like that. That's what's up. Who said anything banana? He's eating it. There you go, man. Dutchie said she agrees. They agree because they have a lot of woods where they live. And yeah, for sure. You got some yahoos out there popping off and stuff. I don't know. It could be bad news, If you don't know how to use fireworks, a lot of people don't. They just all, I'll just light it and throw it, You got to know how to use them. Vaughn said straight butterscotch with a cayenne. There you go. And we got some DQ the other time. Man, they went downhill or something, man. You have to go there if you want to get something good because we, ordered it, man. And, I think we got some, small or medium blizzards. And we're like, what is this? This is tiny. But then again, I think when we finished, we're like, whoa, that's a lot of blizzard in there somehow. But yeah, I think their ice cream's still okay. But man, their food, at least around here, their food was kind of meh. But it is what it is. Isaiah said that's going to be his epitaph right there. Here you go, buddy. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Isaiah. Did you say I bet butterscotch pudding parfait with French vanilla ice cream? That does sound delicious. I'd try that. I keep forgetting we got a bunch of Hershey's pudding in the fridge. I keep forgetting to eat it. I had one the other night with some whipped cream. It was delicious. Carl said his mom used to make some fantastic banana splits. Oh, yeah, there you go, man. I never got into banana splits. All I got was, I always got this, even since I was a little kid, they had it. It was called the Reese's Pieces Sundae at Friendly's. And it's basically like a couple scoops of ice cream, peanut butter sauce, hot fudge, whipped cream, and Reese's Pieces. I've been getting it since I was like a little kid. It's my favorite thing. Never got into fruit and ice cream. Jed said, was that a volume pad? Yeah, no, I'm just using just swinging back the volume knob here. Of course, that brings back memories of little brother Charles who was murdered. Man, I'm sorry to hear about that. I know, man. That's what that song's about, man. If you lost somebody in your life, that's the song for you, man. I've lost many in my life over the years, and probably where I wrote it, wrote it that way. Who said play button on your tombstone so your friends can stop by and rock out? There you go. No worries. Yeah, there you go, Jed. Who said speakers just under the ground? There you go, man. Dutchie lost her son, who would have been 22 now, and lost husband a little while ago. Daughter's doing great. She's about 25. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that for sure. I know how that is. And again, something like a song like that, it was like a little bit of therapy for me, to write it, There's a couple songs like that, it's just therapeutic for me to write. And, I've got I'm sure I have a lot of, suppressed emotions from when I was a kid, I lost a lot when I was really young, and, I think, I became very tough after that, nothing really fazed me after that, but so it's like music is that therapeutic thing. So if you can write songs and get the emotion out, sometimes you write one that just hits everywhere. That one's a good one for that. Karmic, thank you so much, buddy. Isaiah said he thought his epitaph would be the song Epitaph by Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but maybe this will after. There you go, buddy. Get a playlist. You'll have like a little playlist on there, right? Dutchie, you're quite welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hoof. Thank you, Cooler. Thanks, Will. Thank you so much, Cooler Taste. I appreciate that, man. Hoof got the lighters lit on that one. That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Dutchie. Thank you, Jed. Corey said that's the reason I love Heartful so much. Yeah, that's another one, interesting one. I mean, I only wrote it off of I wrote it off that little tiny beat I had on my phone. And you never know that one, but that's a good one, then. I mean, it's just that tiny little piece, and I wrote everything else around that. So, thanks, Frog. Good to see you, bud. Thank you, Hoof. Cincy Mythology, thank you very much, buddy. Jets ain't never been in one before. Also, let me try that again. So it's one of those songs that tells a story without saying a word. That's true. Very, 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 very good right there. Yeah, I couldn't say it better. Couldn't say it better myself if I could say it at all. Yeah, that's a good good way to say it down for sure. Norma says someone just shot off a cannon on the west side of Jacksonville. God dang. Juji says she loves the DK floats, the vanilla ice cream and the stripe. That does sound good. I think when I was a kid, Dairy Queen, I think they kind of still have it. They don't call it it, but it used to be called a Mr. Misty. And I'd get this like blueberry, whatever blueberry Mr. Misty. I was like, so good. It was like or frozen ice or whatever you call it. God, it was so good. Like I said a long time ago, his dad and him used to get mini chocolate pies in the box. He liked the apple and cherry. Although those are classic too, yeah. Carlos, hey Carlos, what's up, buddy? He said the DQ is worked pretty good here in Santana. Yeah, it probably depends on where you're at, you know. I think the ice cream's still good and all that stuff. It was just like their hamburgers and stuff was like overpriced and it wasn't like amazing. It was like, it's alright, you know. Mike knows Friendlies, man. Friendlies is what's up, dude. There's one in Orlando. That's why we go to Orlando every 6 months, just so I can get Friendlies. And White Castle on top of that. Casey Roberry, how you doing, bud? There you go, Jed. Carl said Instrumental 8 gives me that life vibe, like I can run my whole life in my mind. There you go, man. I need to put that one out there. That's a really nice one, man. It's a cool tune. I can't believe how old it is too. It's a really, really old song, man. Like I probably wrote that in the late '90s or something like that, you know. But I was in a crazy Richie Blackmore phase. Like I was just really like, you know, I've always loved Richie, but I was really digging into his style, like picking out, really trying to understand it more. This is all back in like the mid to late '90s and stuff, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I wrote that right around there. Isaiah said, "We're that thing, man." I know, brother. Nell Parsons, how you doing out there? Jed said guitar and music saved him so many times, and he wished many of his family and friends had the same connection with it. It's true, yeah. Yeah, the guitar was my therapy, you know, in a lot of ways when I was a kid, you know. I was an only child, and we had some traumatic events happen, and you know, if I didn't have that, I don't know what I would have done, you know, the guitar. So it was like I put everything I had into it, you know, and sometimes that's what it takes, you know. That the only thing you want to do is put it all, you know, put everything you have into something, you know. Dutchie says it makes people stronger in a way, but that's true. It's true. You never forget. I've got videos and pictures of all these people that I've lost in the past, and you dream about them too, you know. You never know. I don't know. You'll just dream about them, you know, a person, and you're like, wow. Jed said it was his refuge after seeing many families disintegrate when he was a kid. He didn't have the voice or to speak into lives and age. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Corey said he's so glad Dairy Queen make the chocolate malt. Oh, there you go. Brings over the whippy dip. Here you go. That's an old classic. Jed said he got into Richie from anyway. Yeah, I was listening to Richie since I was 6. About 6 years old. I had an 8-track of In Rock. I mean, I didn't really know who they were. It took me, you know, I didn't know who was in the band. Just like I didn't know who was in Kiss, you know. I literally thought Gene Simmons' real name was. I thought he was Kiss. I thought that was his name. I had no idea. You know, I'd say, you know, I didn't. I was a young little kid, so I didn't really, you know, I could read, but I didn't understand to look at album cover, you know, album liner notes and stuff like that. So, well, yeah. So I've known Richie for a long time, and then once I knew who he was, and I kept listening to Deep Purple and moved to Rainbow from there and stuff. That said, if her daughter feels to do sometimes, I can tell, but she turned out pretty. That's good to hear. Non-stick frying pans. How does fast alternate picking work when going between the strings? Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can do it, man. I mean, you almost have to. It's like it's almost like they call it slant picking. You know, I kind of turn my pick a little bit to the right and I slant it downward. In a lot of ways, you want to think of playing in fours. So if you're doing down, up, you want to make sure whenever you're coming off the last string, you want to be going up. So that way. So when you go to the next string, it's all back on a downstroke. That's one of the big tricks there is you kind of slant your pick forward a little bit. I don't even know if I can show it. Yeah, you can, like here if that's flat, you want to kind of push it down a little bit. Push your hand or push your wrist or forward so the pick is slanted. So it's called slant picking is what it's called. But it works really well, but that's one of the big secrets, or whatever. It's not secrets, but it's out there all over the place. But that's kind of like Yngwie does it. A lot of the players do it. They'll do they just slant pick. Hash Slinger says, do you play a Rob Zombie? I sure don't, buddy. Is Brody on tonight? Because Brody will play some Rob Zombie. I don't know if he's on tonight or not. Is he on tonight? I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll send everyone over there, man. Yeah, Brody's live right now, so we'll send everyone to Brody. But yeah, Hash, if you want, you could swipe up like one probably. Brody's probably right next to us on the Swipe Fest. But yeah, he'll play Rob Zombie. He does that great. He's been playing a bunch of it too lately. All right, well, we got one more song to go, and I'm out here. And then I'm gonna roll over to Brody's after that. But this is called Spitfire Dragon, y'all. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And yeah, after this, we're gonna go to Brody's after this. If you want to continue to be entertained, stick with us. If not after it, I totally understand. This one's called Spitfire Dragon. Let's hit it. All right, that was Spitfire Dragon, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh man, that's a crazy tune right there. I don't really remember how many times that first solo part goes. I don't remember. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out here tonight. I really appreciate it. We're trying to pick back our views and stuff. It seemed like it was a little better tonight. Last night was incredibly low, but tonight was a little better, it looks like. So I want to thank everyone that stopped by and hung out. I appreciate you. Concept say Ricky Music helped my dog through the fireworks. It's bad around. Oh man, I'm glad I could help, buddy. Hopefully, stick around, man. We'll go over to Brody's. So I'll be done after that one there. But we're gonna go to Brody's after that. He's be playing some heavy duty music too, man. So hopefully that'll keep it chill. Appreciate you, man. Albert Navarro, what's up, bud? Good to see you. All right, Juju shredding the bed. Take care, Juju. You too, Dutchy. Thank you so much. Happy 4th. We will be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. For some 4th action, some Star Spangled Banner, and all kinds of the most patriotic songs I can find. So we'll give it a shot. Thank you, Jed. Karmic, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Concepts. Isaiah, take care, my friend. Thank you so much. Karmic's going to shred the bed, too. I feel that. Thank you so much for being here, Karmic. Will, take care of yourself, man. Thank you so much. Dutchy, Isaiah, there you go, man. Chad Shock, man. Thank you so much, my friend. I truly appreciate that. That's a fun song to play for me. A lot of cool changes in that one. Joshua, thank you so much. Hope you have a great weekend too, buddy. Jed said, Rick always inspires me to play and practice. Now, that's how you do it, man. That's what I like to hear, you know. Because that's all I'm doing, you know. I'm just having a good time and also getting my chops together again, you know. Because I love to take all these songs on tour, on the road, and really get out there and do something. So I got to be ready for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Scotch T, happy 4th, bro. Thank you so much. Jets, I need to tune in more. Absolutely, but I got like over 100 songs at this point. I keep writing one every week pretty much. We always got something new coming around here. Chad, thank you so much, dude. It means a lot. Ingve is the master. He was my master, who I learned from, you know, the most. So that means a lot to me, buddy. Thank you for that. Isaiah, take care, man. Hoof, take care of yourself too, bro. Appreciate you out there. Concept, thank you so much, man. I hope you have a great weekend. If we don't see y'all, have a great one. Thank you, John. We got it covered, y'all. So thank you again so much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow at 9. We'll have a nice little 4th of July background and everything. And we'll open up with the Star Spangled Banner and crank out as many patriotic tunes as I can find on my set list here. So thank you, Chad. Appreciate that. But yeah, everyone, I want you to have a great rest of the day or night wherever you're at in this world. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. That's all we got anymore. I'm going to send everyone to Brody's. I'll be heading over there myself to go hang out. But if you can't give them a like, I'd truly appreciate that at least. But otherwise, I'll see